This is TomoNews for Wednesday, February 1st.
Another day, another ass clown jerk caught on video. This is 37-year-old Rob Koehler. Over the weekend, he was caught on camera being a jerk-off to Asma
I'm just wondering
Al-Huni.
why you have your camera out, taking a picture of me.
Share that on Facebook, and then you started acting like a bitch.
Can you tell me what you do?
Do you have a green card?
Can you tell me what you do? Oh, do I?
She's an American, a Muslim, a grad student, and an intern for Georgia State Rep. Brenda Lopez. Before their exchange began, Koehler says he was taking a photo of the coffee shop, but Asma claims he was photographing her. That's when she started recording him, and while he could have just walked away, he felt inclined to take a seat and get up in her personal space with some up-close verbal abuse.
And we're gonna have a laugh. I was gonna share that on Facebook, and then you started acting like a bitch.
Oh, so now I'm a bitch.
You are. Yeah.
Okay, because I asked you why you're taking a picture of me, I'm a bitch.
Very nice to meet you.
Wow. Can you tell me what you do?
Do you have a green card?
Can you tell me what you do? Oh, do I have a green card?
Are you even?
Do you think I'm not American? Hey, this is your friend? I'd be ashamed.
And see that smug look on his face as he greets his buddy, then walks away? Yeah, that didn't last very long. Al-Huni posted the vid to Facebook, it went viral, and he soon started getting abuse of his own. In a Facebook post screen grabbed by the Daily Mail, he reportedly calls Asma a Muslim activist and says she confronted him. He also says he disagrees with President Trump's travel ban and apologizes to the people he knows, but not to Asma. Instead, he thanks her for helping him learn and grow. Over the weekend, U.S. President Donald Trump ordered a temporary ban on travel to the USA from 7 Muslim-majority countries. The administration said the action was taken to strengthen the visa vetting process to prevent the entry of those who could potentially be threats to the United States. Asma claims that Koehler reached out to a mutual friend through Facebook and asked to open dialogue with her, but to that, she says hell no. So the only response we reckon this jerk-off will be getting is the Facebook block button. This one's a fighter. A California man is lucky to be alive after a harrowing car crash left him trapped down a ravine for 3 days. On the night of January 22nd, Hunter Kittle fell asleep while driving down Mount Baldy. His car veered off the road, careening 70 feet down the side of a cliff before slamming into a tree. Kittle came to the next morning, suffering horrible pain from a collapsed lung, fractured skull, and broken bones. With his phone dead and yelling difficult due to his injuries, Kittle spent the next 2 days waiting for help. Finally, on January 25th, a passing motorist noticed his crashed vehicle and flagged down a deputy. Firefighters rescued Kittle and airlifted him to a hospital where he is now recovering. Doctors say the 24-year-old shouldn't have survived an hour with his injuries and were amazed he lasted that long. Kittle claims it was mind over matter that helped him pull through. Maryland cops detain Indian American woman and ask if she's illegal. Maryland woman Aravinda Pilalamari was going for her daily walk near her Bel Air home on December 21st last year when the cops rolled up. They asked what she was doing. She said she was just walking, then asked why she was stopped. The cops said someone had called 911. Because she was walking while brown, Pilalamari asked in shock. Soon after, a senior officer told her she was under criminal investigation. She didn't have any ID with her at the time, which prompted the officer to ask her if she was in the U.S. illegally. But after they checked her name in the system, she was free to go. Pilalamari, aged 47, has lived in the area for 30 years and came to the U.S. as a child from India. She told her story recently at a town hall meeting to raise awareness for civil rights. Kindness by Texas teenagers lights up homeless man's eyes. See that fly-looking dude, all smiles and rocking that very bright orange hoodie? His name is Eddie. Eddie's homeless and didn't get anything for Christmas, but these 3 kind Texas teens decided to change all that. Not long before that photo was taken on Friday, he was crying inside a Corpus, Texas Chick-fil-A while trying to throw enough change together for a meal. That's when teenager Ryan Cook and his friends, Joshua Mitchell and Alberto Montiel, saw him. They decided to help him out and buy him a gift card for the restaurant. Then they extended their kindness even further and told Eddie to stay put. Not long after, they surprised him with gifts from a nearby Dick's store. They got him a jacket, shirts, hats, and a first aid kit. Ryan posted the video to Facebook over the weekend and it's been viewed nearly over 9.6 million times. In a text accompanying the post, he said, "Just setting an example for everyone else. Be selfless and do good for others, then the world would be a better place for everyone." While these guys are awesome and kind to a homeless man, not everyone is. Indonesia tests new tsunami warning system. The Indonesian government is weighing whether it should give funding to a new tsunami warning system after realizing that, whoops, the old one doesn't work. Scientists have successfully tested a prototype tsunami warning system off the west coast of Sumatra that doesn't require transmitter buoys. Following the Indian Ocean earthquake and tsunami of 2004, Indonesia installed a multi-million-dollar transmitter buoy tsunami warning system. However, after an earthquake in March last year, the government realized the system was useless because all the buoys had either been vandalized by boat crews or poorly maintained. In the new system, data travels through sound waves transmitted by undersea seismometers and pressure sensors. Transmitter buoys are not needed because the sound waves are refracted back into the ocean by warm surface waters to the next node in the network, a distance of up to 30 kilometers. The system requires a few kilometers of fiber optic cable at its endpoint to connect it to a shore station. The data would then be transmitted by satellite to provide tsunami warnings. The government is now considering if it's worth spending just over $100,000 to lay the fiber optic cable, but opinion is divided in Indonesia. Some officials say an earthquake is the only tsunami warning needed, and when a quake hits, it's time to run for higher ground. But others fear a crying wolf effect and worry that too many false tsunami alarms could make people blasé about the prospect of another devastating giant wave. This pill can deliver all the drugs you need. Researchers at MIT and Brigham and Women's Hospital have developed a single capsule that can gradually release medication over an extended period of time. Medication is loaded into the arms of the star-shaped pill. The arms can be folded inward to form a single capsule. The acid in the stomach dissolves the outer layer of the capsule, thus allowing the 6 arms to unfold. The star shape then allows the capsule to stay inside the stomach instead of being immediately pushed through the digestive tract. Animal tests confirm that the capsule is able to gradually release medication over 2 weeks' time. After the last dose is released, the arms of the capsule break apart, allowing it to travel through the body's digestive system. Experts say this technology could be used to help treat malaria and many other diseases. Dolphin spotted swimming with a t-shirt on in Australia. There's something you don't see every day: a dolphin wearing what appears to be a t-shirt. It might sound funny, but this apparent act of animal cruelty is no laughing matter. A concerned citizen spotted the odd sight on January 26th and quickly contacted authorities. Officials aren't sure what happened, but the day the report came in happened to be Australia Day. Put a bunch of Aussies in a celebratory mood on a boat, add in some booze, and then a dolphin shows up at the party. The details might not be clear, but one can imagine how these factors could have all played into the dolphin's predicament. A wet t-shirt contest at a party might seem harmless, but if the shirt covered the dolphin's blowhole, it could have restricted its breathing. The dolphin was last spotted swimming in Kumbana Bay in Western Australia and hasn't been seen since. Officials say it's unlikely the dolphin slid into the shirt on its own, leading them to believe it was an intentional act of animal cruelty. This cargo robot may become your best grocery shopping partner. Scooter manufacturer Vespa has created a robot that can follow you around and carry your things for you. Jita is 26 inches tall and can carry up to 40 pounds of cargo in its compartment. It can travel at bicycle-like speeds of up to 22 miles per hour. Users wear a white belt that is equipped with a forward-facing camera. Jita is connected to the belt by sensors. It relies on simultaneous localization and mapping technology, as well as the camera system to create a map of its surroundings. Jita can then make a trip to the same location by itself using the map that it created. The robot will be officially launched in the US on February 2nd.